Hi, my name's Tom Middleton. I'm so honoured and excited to be here today for the next SciArtExchange Design Your Habitat session. Welcome to my isolation habitat. I've made the corner of my room into a sonic spaceship with a little help from some lights and some video effects. Today's theme is perspectives, and I'm really looking forward to taking on a sonic journey from Earth to Mars and beyond our solar system in search of habitable exoplanet candidates that one day might be the next home for mankind. I'll tell you a little about what I do. I'm an electronic music composer, sound designer, former DJ and classically trained orchestral cellist. I'm also a co-chair on the Association for Electronic Music Health Group, tasked to support mental and physical well-being of the music community. And I'm a sleep coach. I create functional music for well-being, anxiety and stress management, focus and productivity, and to help you sleep better. You can find my content in apps like Calm and Breathonics. And I recently created the world's first zero-emission lullaby for infants in a unique collaboration with Nissan and Origami. Over the last 3 decades, I've been fortunate to perform my music to millions of people all around the world. I've shared the stage with artists such as Lady Gaga, Kanye West, and Mark Ronson. And the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Best gig ever, playing all my favourite space music with an actual space shuttle right in front of me. In the early 90s, I founded a music project called Global Communication, the transmission of emotions in sound. In 2002, I released a single under the name Cosmos, and in 2008, a concept album called Life Tracks, pieces of music composed to help soundtrack your daily life. And in 2018, I released a science-based album called Sleep Better to gently slow heart and breath rate and help you fall into a deep slumber. So you can see, my world has been heavily influenced by the stars, the planets, and our life here on Earth. Whilst touring over the years, I was quietly observing how sound affects and influences our minds and bodies. Music to make us move, to calm us down, to make us think, and to feel emotions. This piqued my interest in the neuroscience and behavioural psychology of sound and music. Plus the constant travel, jet lag, and sleep disruption also led me to train as a sleep coach, to learn about the science of sleep and how to improve it with simple techniques to adapt your lifestyle, behaviours, routines, and environment. My current work is designing music that actually helps you to do things better, like sleep, work, and to feel less anxious. That's something we all need right now. So why am I here in my sonic spaceship, wearing my treasured NASA cap? I've been fascinated with everything to do with space, stars and rockets ever since I was a kid. From staring up at the twinkling night sky, stargazing for hours, lost in the vastness of our magical Milky Way galaxy, tracing constellation patterns with my finger, imagining the shapes of all those mythological and astrological figures and creatures. I've always dreamed of blasting off into the cosmos in my own interstellar spaceship, accelerating beyond the speed of light to explore neighbouring star systems, discover new planets, and fly through majestic nebulae, swerving black holes, zooming through wormholes, and obviously hoping to bump into some friendly alien life forms. Over the years, I've been inspired by sci-fi and sci-fact, TV, movies, books, art and music. One of my most vivid and happy memories is of watching a mesmerising TV series called Cosmos by the late great Carl Sagan, which featured an epic and ethereal soundtrack by a composer called Vangelis. And he is actually one of my main inspirations and musical heroes. In fact, the TV series Cosmos is probably the main reason why I'm sitting here talking to you now. Before we begin our interplanetary oral journey, I'll share a little about the story of my new album, Exoplan B. The latest solo project is called GCOM, which is the new short form name and reincarnation of global communication. Exoplan B references that there is no plan B for dealing with climate crisis, yet a possible solution could be a planet B, and in this case, the nearest potentially habitable exoplanet which orbits the Proxima Centauri star is called Proxima B. Back in 2011, at the time of the tragic Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, I started thinking about the power of nature and how fragile we are as a species, and also how climate change is negatively impacting and threatening our very existence here on Earth. We're now in what's called the Anthropocene epoch, where humans have been a dominant influence on the environment and climate. What happens if our basic life-sustaining resources start running out? What if the air becomes too toxic to breathe? The sea too polluted to sustain life? And our water resources start drying up as the temperature of our planet rises? Do we stay to clean up and heal a poorly planet? Or do we look beyond Earth for new hope? So the big question is, where next for mankind? We've all thought about what it might be like to live on the Moon or Mars. By 2024, NASA is planning to send astronauts back to walk on the Moon, and SpaceX will launch the first human mission to Mars. I don't know about you, but I think this is so exciting. Whilst thinking about the idea of a possible Earth 2.0, I wanted to learn more about so-called exoplanets, which are planets that orbit a star just like our Earth orbits our Sun. So I started researching the NASA Kepler Space Telescope mission, which between 2008 and 2018 scanned a section of the Milky Way and detected 2,662 exoplanets. And more recently, TESS, the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, launched on April the 18th, 2018, has been adding to the discoveries, bringing the total number of confirmed exoplanets to 4,151. And so far, we have detected 17 potentially habitable exoplanets that may have a liquid water surface, and a further 30 candidates that may still be habitable. How do we know if a planet was habitable? We'd have to send probe ships with robots and rovers to gather data first, much like the amazing Mars rover Curiosity is currently doing, and the next rover Perseverance scheduled for July this year. What's the nearest exoplanet, and how do we get there? Well, there is an amazing project underway that caught my attention called Breakthrough Starshot to develop a fleet of tiny star chips to fly to Proxima B, which is 4.37 light years or 25 trillion miles away. There's a great video to show you the scale of light years called Our Milky Way Galaxy, How Big is Space? These star chips would be accelerated to between 15 and 20% of the speed of light using an array of laser beams focused onto their star sails. It could take between 20 to 30 years to complete this journey, and approximately 4 years for a return message from the star chip to Earth. So we may well learn about the nearest exoplanet, Proxima B, in our lifetime. How exciting is that? This is my very own GCOM exoplanet space probe, made from the letters GCOM, forming a cube shape. I imagine this speeding off past Mars on its way to Proxima B. Right, time for some music. My album, Exoplan B, soundtracks the imaginary journey of the GCOM probe ship with exobots and rovers ready to explore these potential new homes for mankind. It will be released in September, but I'm thrilled to share some sneak previews today in a very special soundtrack I've created for SciArtExchange and Design Your Habitat. So sit comfortably, you can wear headphones for a more immersive experience and get ready to join me in my sonic spaceship as we prepare to launch and go exploring exoplanets.
Written not in the language at first, but in the language of
spaceship. I hope you've enjoyed this oral journey from Earth to Mars, across the galaxy to Proxima b and back again. If you want to learn more about exoplanets, just head to nasa.gov for regular updates on everything to do with space exploration. Big thank you to Jancy and the team at SciArtExchange, and to Mr. Origami for organising this sensory journey into space. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Tom Middleton Music, Twitter, DJ Tom Middleton, and my website, tommiddleton.com. Thank you for listening. Maybe I'll see you on Mars.